bamboo grove. You'll see this area here with all this young growth bamboo. That was actually the area I was standing in when I filmed the first video, and look back at my car and you can see just a few months later it is all overgrown, and that bamboo is probably about 12 feet. Some of it's a little taller, but at least 12 feet on average already grown back in. It's about where I was standing in the first video when I did the pan around shot, and it is definitely starting to get overgrown again. You can see when we're at some point in the past, somebody came in and harvested a bunch. Now, what I was saying in the previous video I couldn't show you is this is green bamboo. Now, bamboo can be dry and green or supple and green. This is supple and green. So it's got kind of a white film on it, and when you touch it, that white film wipes away. That means it's good for cutting. If it's green and doesn't have that film on it, it tends to be pretty hard. Not quite as hard as yellow bamboo is, but definitely too hard to cut on. Hey, listen, folks. Here's a nice piece of bamboo. It's actually supple today. I didn't bring any swords because I really didn't think it was going to be supple enough to cut on today. But I have brought a machete to try to clear my way through here, which should work okay to cut this piece down. I'm not sure I'll be in frame when I do this unless I go this way. I think I can get through this. I'm not sure. We'll see. Hit my camera phone. Even with a machete, and this is probably about a little over 2 inches wide. See, it's a very clean cut through there. And like I said, you can touch it and see it is supple. And that is the difference between cutting on supple bamboo and dry bamboo. These next 3 picks were made on my first trip to the bamboo grove. The first pick was made with a windlass Bosworth sword, and the second 2 with my Deltin German longsword. Cutting on dry bamboo can be very jarring to the hand and very potentially damaging to the sword, so I don't recommend it. These last 2 picks were made during editing and show the bamboo kind of floating in air right as I'm cutting it. I thought they were pretty epic, so I included them. I'm going to try to cut it with this axe. It's a fairly sturdy axe. It's an axe I picked up at a sale for $5 and attached it to a hickory shop. You see, that's definitely a thick axe. It's kind of hefty. It's a lightweight wood axe, I suppose. I'm going to see if we can get some results on the bamboo, if I can get the position where I can pick it on things. I don't know, this may be tricky, but we'll try. Well, let's spin this out, right? And down we go. So, yeah, that was a little bit different than cutting with the machete, obviously. It's cut fairly well, still pretty smooth. You can see, that focus a bit, you can see that still a little rough, which we'd expect from an axe, even though it's a very sharp axe. But if you imagine that was bone, all that splintering, that'd be a messy wound. Okay, so I wanted to show the axe I was using today, and that I haven't really touched up this edge, but it's still, as you can see, sharp enough to cut paper, so it's pretty good. Like I said, I bought that at a museum replicas clearance sale for about $5. Here we have a piece of paper for testing this, and here we have the machete again. When we take the, I'm trying to do this camera in a weird way. Okay, but if we see, it certainly is capable of cutting the paper. I didn't touch the edge up after cutting the bamboo, but when I bought it, I did sharpen it somewhat more, so.
He looked so cute, but he broke my heart. I offered him a sandwich